because I could go down the list. I'm not going to sound like a weirdo or anything, but literally, like I just think of so many things that I've seen with black women that you don't see anywhere else. I think about the day I met Alicia, and now mind you, she's high yellow. She's a light skinned black woman, but she's out of Gary. She came from the hood, so she ain't no bunny rabbit out of like San Bernardino or whatever. And I remember when I met her, like I thought she was the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen in my life. Like definitely, like I don't recall ever seeing a more beautiful woman. And the thing was that she wasn't just gorgeous, but there were just attributes. You know how black women got that like extra, like they can carry a couple extra pounds, and it's like all in the right place. Not all black women. I'm not stereotyping. I'm not trying to sound stupid. If I sound like a dummy, just chalk it up to the fact that love makes you stupid. But you know how black women can just carry weight. Like a black woman can be 200 pounds and be amazing. A white woman gets to be 200 pounds and she looks like a big fat egg McMuffin. Like she does not, that like white women can't carry weight like black women can, and then also speaking of carrying weight though, black women can carry other types of weight in a way nobody else can. They have a type of strength that nobody else has. My grandmother had a strength that is unmatched that anywhere except for other people's black grandmas. The only other time I've seen my grandmother's strength is when I look at other people's grandmas. I'm like, yeah, your grandma is just like my grandma because we all got the same grandma. And a lot of the young women carry that strength that their grandmothers had. And I think that the men have to match that. Like I think as men, because you've been emasculated in America, because you've been made into a little boy, they want the black man to be a little boy, or they want him to be a little girl. Pick one. You either got to be a little boy or a little girl. Either way, you need to not be a threat. That's why you see black men carrying themselves either as comedians, making white people laugh, because that's what makes white people feel comfortable, or they're wearing dresses, right? Because that's what makes people feel comfortable, or they're doing childish things like sagging their pants at 35 years old. Don't no grown ass woman want to be with no 35-year-old man who's trying to sag. Like that's not appropriate. That's not cool, right? So ultimately, I think as men, I think we got to challenge ourselves to just say, okay, I see all that strength from black women, and I'm going to match that. And again, it doesn't mean every black woman's healthy or every black man is healthy mentally. We got a lot of problems to overcome, but I think that that's another sign of toughness in terms of your commitment to the community. Can you love through all of that? Can you find a way to, if a black woman disappoints you, can you find a way to find another black woman who isn't going to disappoint you? Can you find another black woman that is going to work, and be worthy of your love, right? Just because you don't, it's like picking a black business. If a one black owned business doesn't do a good job for you, you don't abandon all black owned businesses. You just maybe, but you can't abandon that business, right? It's okay to say, I'm not coming back to this business. I'm just going to find another black business. And that's pretty much how I always thought about relationships. I've been hurt by black women. Everybody's been hurt. Everybody's been disappointed by somebody in their life. And I never once said, oh, I'm going to go date white women now because black women are a bunch of bulldogs. I just said, well, okay, I know black women pretty well. Those black women over there, the ratchet ones, that's not my style. That's somebody's style. They deserve love too, but they ain't gonna get love from me. But you find classy women out here, quality women, who are living their best lives, who are being the best people that they can be, who are as supportive as a human being can be toward another person. Those women are second to none. And I really want I want to encourage all the brothers out here to really understand, like, being with a black woman really is a privilege. It's a privilege. It's a protection. It is you're giving your best to your community. And that's the other thing too. A lot of people, when they talk about, what it means to do something for your community, they always want to do a little charity. Like they'll say, oh, I volunteered at the Boys and Girls Club, or I gave $20 to the local charity. But that's not the bulk of who you are, right? The bulk of who you are is, when you talk about, for example, celebrities will give their charity to the black community, but they'll make their big investments in the white community. Instead, they should be giving their charity to the white community and their big investments to the black community. Like Jay-Z will go, no disrespect to Jay, but Jay will give a couple scholarships in the hood, but then he'll go invest $5 million into a big white-owned company. And my thought is, why not do the opposite? Why not put that $5 million investment into a black-owned company right in the hood, and then give your scraps to white folks? Give the little scholarships to white boys if you want to. Black people want the big piece of chicken. They deserve the best, right? Same thing is true too when you talk about investing. In marriage is an investment. Who you marry is the biggest investment you'll make, because you're investing not just money, you're investing your life, right? So when you make your big investment, that's what tells me where your values lie. So if you make your big investment in black women, then that tells me that you're in it with both feet. You're committed to this thing, right? So it doesn't mean that you're bad. I mean, some of y'all might have interracial relationships. I know good people that are in interracial relationships, and I'm not here to make you question your whole life. I had a brother that came to my event and told me afterward he was going to dump his white girlfriend. I feel terrible about that. But still, though, I think when you're talking about this, you guys know I know investing very well. And I can tell you the way you can tell somebody's value system is where are you investing your most valuable assets? Where are you investing your money? Where are you investing the bulk of your time? Where are you investing your love? Where are you investing your life? Right? Think about this. When we invest our time, one of the reasons our community suffers is because we give more time working for a white business than we give to our own community. We'll go and spend 50 hours a week working for a white man's business and then give the black community 5 hours a week of volunteer work on Saturdays, right? And instead, you should be giving, if you can, find a way to give the bulk of your time to your community and then invest your spare time in something else, right? So that's just my 2 cents. That's my thought. I want to say thank you, first of all and foremost, to Nikki Proctor Walden. Thank you for your support. She says it can be difficult to love a black man through his foolishness, but the reward is witnessing his evolution. It is truly the best evidence that God is real. That is true. That is true. And it's really hard to change a person. Honestly, when people ask me, when people ask me about relationship advice type stuff, I always tell them, don't really gamble that you'll be able to change a person, though. It is so hard, and people will just hurt your feelings and disappoint you. And if they ain't ready for change, it's going to be hard to do it. But if you find somebody that's ready for change and ready to make the sacrifice, then you are an angel. You're a blessing for them if you help them make that step. So, for example, Alicia changed me. She got me from eating bad food and not exercising to eating good food and working out every day. And I lost a lot of weight because of it. But here's the thing. If I had not been ready for that change, it would not have worked. I would have resisted that. I would have been angry toward her. I would have been bitter toward her for bothering me about this, right? So be cautious. When you're looking to change somebody, be there for them, but make sure they're ready to let you take the wheel and to really do what you need them to do. If they're not ready to do that, then you might need to find somebody who's a little bit more receptive. Okay, so be careful about trying to change people because it can be tough. But when it does work, you're right. It is a beautiful thing. My daddy will give my mother credit all day long. My daddy came back from Vietnam addicted to heroin, just straight up for real. He said it publicly, so I think it's okay for me to repeat that. He came back from Vietnam with a heroin addiction, like a lot of our black men did, and he walked away from that shit. I believe it was love and family that did that for him.